This is my gaming setup for the Mariothon we had in 2016. Hey Nintendo fans and collectors, Lithium here. This is our 7-screen setup with one bonus screen just in case something breaks. Essentially for the Mariothon, if you didn't know what was going on, we streamed 5 screens at once, live to Twitch, and we also were basically using 2 other screens to look at the computer in our own stream while we were doing so. So what you were seeing down here, down on that long TV bench, we have 2 flat screen TVs. Over there, we have 2 more on top that are black side by side, with 1 white one on the side. Then we have a backup CRT monitor. All of those were for gaming. So those 4 right there, the black ones, as well as the white one, and the 6th CRT was a backup. Then we had another HD TV, which was underneath, that we used for the chat and also for donations. And we had 1 big screen up on top streaming the entire thing so that we could actually see what the stream looked like if anyone was sitting in the background. So this is insane. This is a 7-screen setup with an 8th screen as a bonus just in case something goes wrong. We actually did break a TV this year for the time being. It overheated and it powered off, so we did have to use the CRT TV. With all of these consoles being on, with all of the TVs being on, we have a lot of heat being generated, so yes, we did have some fans in here as well. I have my NES coffee table that we used throughout, obviously, for our food and for our beverages or anything like that. And if you're wondering about the other seating in the room, I do have the Pokeball table and the chairs, but the chairs aren't very comfortable for long durations of time. So I did have 2 chairs there that we could use. But also, I think you would call it maybe like the peanut gallery. The peanut gallery could sit back here, just wheel those chairs back a little bit. And also some people were playing games while sitting on there as well. So we have a few computer chairs there for anyone who wanted to sit in the background while we were all gaming, which worked out really well. They could actually see through some heads and play. Then, of course, if you're wondering, because this is a bit of a mess, how did I actually, like, control everything? Of course, I did have all the TV remotes way over here, so there's a lot of them. Then I also had my keyboard and my wireless mouse, and the wireless functionality didn't work that well because of everything that was going on with my computer. Then we have all of the charging Wii remotes, also the 2 gamepads that we were using for the 2 Wii U's. Then we had all the incentive games, just in case we reached all those incentives. Thank you for everyone who donated. We were raising money for McMaster Children's Hospital, so that went pretty well. So all the bonus games. I also had a PC stuff. I guess this is a USB hub, just in case I need to plug anything else in. Then we have my mic and my headset. That, a lot of people were wondering and asking what it is. So I think it's just a Cobra. It didn't cost me that much money. It was like $40 or less or something like that. But the mic works pretty well. Here's where the game boxes were for the main Mariothon. There are some additional games here too, but we did have the main series just kind of on display there at the side. Now I know a lot of you are wondering about this floating shelf, because normally this black shelf is floating right here, and I put 2x4s underneath it. One's a 2x4, I think one's like a 2x3 or something like that, to support it, because this TV up here is 58 inches, and of course you never want that falling, so we have it leaning back a little bit better. Last year we didn't have the stream set up like that on top, and that worked really well for anyone who was sitting behind, because of course they can't see every screen from that angle. So the screens that are sideways like this, you could also see up there. So you could watch the stream while we're going on. We could just make sure everything looks really nice and works really well. So where I would sit worked pretty decently. I would sit right here. That was my spot, of course, with all the remotes and everything like that. And then I would use the wireless keyboard and the mouse. And I would be reading the chat while I sit, I guess, right here. So this is my perspective for the Mariothon. Generally, I was playing on one of the 2 TVs above that, and most of my friends were sitting around me. So this was awesome. It worked really well. In summary, we raised $515 US from McMaster Children's Hospital. We beat every single game, which worked out fantastically well this time around. Most things ran really smooth. The stream was up for the entirety of the 45 hours. It is live on Twitch if you do want to watch it. It was a lot of fun. I thank everyone for participating, and I really thank my friends for making this a great Mariothon this time around. In December or January, we usually run a Zeldathon, and we also run the Mariothon every single year. This was our 5th Mariothon. Thank you so much for watching. If you want me to go more in depth about how I set up the stream and everything, I could do that for another video, but I just really wanted to show off, because not very often do you see this kind of a setup with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we have a 7th HD screens with also an 8th backup CRT, just in case. Most people love playing on CRTs rather than the actual screens. Thanks for watching. Feel free to fill that like bucket. Follow me on all the social media links in the description below the video. And remember, as always, go collect them all and keep smiling while gaming. Hope to see you at our next Mariothon or Zeldathon.